Hey guys, welcome to tutorial video 7 of my SRTS script pack. In this video we'll be covering unit selection and unit movement. So let's get started. Alright, so as you can see here we have the player manager. What we're going to need to add to it is the unit selection script, which you can find under required. Just add that. Alright, and in the new version of the pack it will require you to add the components GUI manager and building placement. However, in the old version it won't. So you'll need to also add GUI manager, which is found under group GUI manager, and also building placement, which is found under group buildings building placement. You can leave building placement as it is for right now, just at 0. The GUI manager we can get into more in depth later on, but you can minimize that as well. But we're just going to start over here at the unit selection. The group is the group that you're currently wanting to select the units from, so let's leave that at 0. The max unit select and the max building select are the maximum amount of those objects that you can select at once, whereas the max total select is exactly what it sounds like. Let's go ahead and apply the selection texture, which you can find under textures, demo scene, UI, and then selection, and border as well. The border size is fine at 3. Now the window rect, that is based off the GUI manager's standard size. So if the standard size of the window that you're trying to work with is 1720 by 1080, and you want to be able to select everything on that screen, you're going to need to set it to 1720 by 1080. What the GUI manager does is it gives you a ratio back. So if the actual size of the window is something like 840 by 600, then it will take that and make a ratio out of that and give you back what your actual window rectangle should be, which would be 840 by 600 in this case. So let's go back to layer and set that as everything selection. We'll just set to terrain and hit play. Alright, so we have selection working. Now there's one thing to note. In this version, I do have the sphere automatically applying its unit movement script, but what you will probably need to do in the 1.4 version is drag and drop sphere to movement, like that. However, in the next version, it will automatically pick up the movement. So if we go back into play, alright. Let's activate, gizmos are on now, so we have movement. And it's A-star pathfinding based. I'm not 100% sure in the last video if I mentioned this. To get A-star pathfinding to work, you will need to add A-star manager to an empty game object, and then add the amount of threads to 8, 4. It depends really on what you want, 4 or 8. I like 8 personally. But yeah, so now we have the unit movement working, and unit selection working, as you can see. Now let's go ahead and fix that unit's strange health bar. Let's go into faction editor, faction objects, and then under visuals selected, you can decrease the world Y increase, so we're going to set this to 2 rather than 20. Hit play. Oh, I'm not sure if that'll actually, yeah, it will. Okay. Now let's go down to the sphere, select, and there we go. 2 is a bit low. Let's bring that up to 5. Alright, there we go. Okay, so that's unit selection and unit movement. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.